Oh, hey, you guys are early. All right, welcome to the Produce Picker Podcast. I'm your host, Ray, the Produce Picker, and on today's episode, we're going to take a look at mangosteens.
You're watching episode 19 of the Produce Picker Podcast. On today's episode, check out what our friends at Frida's sent us.
Despite its name, the mangosteen has no relation to the actual mango, which we feature on episode 6. Maybe the only similarity is the way that we're going to cut into the fruit. The mangosteen, just like pomegranates, blueberries, and cranberries, fall into the category of superfruit due to its antioxidant benefits. Since the mangosteen has such a hard outer shell, it'll survive on the counter for quite a few days. However, I recommend you put this one in the fridge. Okay, not that fridge, it's closed. Put it in the fridge in a loosely wrapped plastic bag. It may last a little longer. Studio audience is going nuts. Since the mangosteen's only been available in the U.S. for a couple of seasons, it's no surprise you never heard of them or seen them in your store. It comes from a small region in Thailand and some of Vietnam, as fruit's required to be irradiated before it enters the U.S. However, the popularity is growing due to the antioxidant benefits I talked about earlier, so you might start to see it show up in your local store between the months of May through August. If you start to see these show up in your store or at your farmer's market, you want to choose mangosteens that have the hard shell with a stem that is green and fresh. They might have a green flowery cap on it as well. Those are good. Stay away from ones that have pock marks or beginning to get yellow little pus pockets. They're sucking the moisture from the inside out of the mangosteen, and they won't be as good once you get to the actual fruit. One of the more interesting facts about the mangosteen is what the outside of the fruit tells you about what's going on in the inside. If you take a look at the outside, you'll notice there's a clover-shaped scar left by the fruit of the flower located on the bottom of each mangosteen. So here on this mangosteen here, you see 2, 4, 6 petals on the scar, which means there's going to be 6 of the separate pieces inside the mangosteen. This fruit's best eaten out of hand, just as a standalone fruit. However, you can use it in salads or fruit platters or blend it into your favorite desserts, such as sorbets, just like we talked about with the kiwano melon on episode 13. You'll also find seeds inside the fruit which are not edible. To avoid too many of these, pay attention to the number of petals on the outside of the scar, because the more petals you see, the smaller the seeds will be. Now for your favorite part, let's cut in the fruit and see what's in there. The mangosteen, like the regular mango, you want to cut down the equator. So if we just make a slice around the middle, and like I said, it has a pretty hard shell. You don't want to cut too deep because you don't want to cut the fruit inside. And I think I've got this one cut pretty good. And what you can do then is twist it open, and you'll see it's got individual slices, kind of like orange slices. If you have a fork on hand, you can go ahead and just fork out a piece like that, and they really come in just little sections like that. And wow, they're really sweet, taste like citrus. They're actually quite refreshing. This is actually probably the only second time I've tried one of these. So thanks, Frida's, for sending these along. I'm going to hand these out to the studio audience and see what they think. I want to thank my friends over at Frida's Produce for sending us this box of mangosteens. We enjoyed trying them here at the Produce Picker Podcast. Check them out at www.fridas.com. You've been watching another episode of the Produce Picker Podcast. Go to twitter.com/producepicker and follow us. Ow.
Thanks for watching another episode of the Produce Picker Podcast. You can subscribe to this show for free at iTunes, YouTube, producepicker.com, or your favorite video sharing site. We're everywhere. Tell a friend.